Would you help me welcome, currently tied for the points in Supercross, would you please say hello to the Monster Thor Kawasaki rider, Mr. Ryan Villopoto, everyone. People want to know what's going on. You got a couple of wins going your way, up in the front in the points lead again. It's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does, definitely. It was definitely a rough start to the season, but you know, got back on track and, you know, go with 3 wins. Definitely looking for some more wins and get a points gap. Right now I'm tied, so the goal is to get a points lead.
For you folks that haven't been in Atlanta Stadium yet, for the first time in 10 years, they brought back a quad jump, 84 feet from takeoff to landing.
80.
How much?
80.
They told me 84 a couple of minutes ago. I think they 50. They changed it a bit?
It's 80.
They softened it up. 84 feet, though, that's got to be something nuts just inside your head, knowing what's coming up around that corner.
Yeah, definitely. It's something different. You know, I know they had a big triple last year, I think it was. And now, you know, they have this quad this weekend. It's something different. Normally we just have a triple, and it's about 70 feet. We're 10 feet longer now, and it's definitely a big jump. I know some of the lights guys are having some problems jumping it, but for us on the 450, it's not really that big of a deal. You know, we got a lot of horsepower underneath of us, and it's just depending on how far you want to open the throttle and how fast you want to go. Last
week you had to go through the last chance qualifier just to get in. What's that like mentally, knowing that these guys have a little more track time? They're going to have a better gate pick, especially with how slippery last week's track was.
Definitely, I wouldn't say they have any advantage on track time because we do have 3 practices. But yeah, the biggest problem is starting on the outside gate, and in that situation there, at that particular track, it was a pretty like a hard left-hand turn really, and getting stuck on the outside there is not where you want to be. That was my biggest concern, and I ended up getting a bad start in the last chance qualifier from out there, and I switched up my gate for the main. It was the very last gate on the outside, and then was able to get an awesome start from there. I was actually a little surprised, and you know, I was actually thankful too, because the track was super hard to pass on, and if I wouldn't have been able to get a good start, it would have been a rough night.
I know we're here in Atlanta, but next week we go down to Daytona. That track, with your outdoor abilities, should be something that you're awful excited about going to, and then we head all the way up to Toronto. We're in that meat of the season now. They talk about consistency. Everybody's being consistent. You need to keep getting your wins.
Yeah, for sure. You know, consistency is the main goal, and on top of that was winning races. So yeah, Daytona is going to be an awesome weekend. I did pretty good there last year, or was on my way to doing pretty good, and made a little mistake. But you know, I'll have fun there. It's definitely a rough track, and it's not a typical Supercross track. But then we'll go to Toronto. I've never raced there because I was sick last year when that rolled around. But you know, it's like you said, it's the middle of the season. We're just trying to be consistent, be there every weekend on the podium, and you know, the long run is to be there when Vegas rolls around for you know, for that championship.